Okay, answering as many questions as I can. Gail asked for a demonstration and to explain the differences in types of shuttle transmissions. I sell TYM tractors and Coyote tractors. Both companies have the two types of shuttle transmissions that are out there. One is a mechanical shuttle, one is a power shuttle. So this tractor behind me, for example, is a 73 horsepower and it happens to have a power shuttle, although you can get a mechanical shuttle. Let's leave aside for a moment the power shuttle, and first let me explain what the conventional mechanical shuttle is and why is it even a thing. Most of the tractor lines that I sell above, 35 horsepower and above are available with a shuttle shift or a hydrostat. Essentially, those are the two. It's almost as basic as a car could be a manual transmission or an automatic, and it's kind of the same thing. This DK4520 is a 45 horsepower Coyote with, in fact, a shuttle transmission. Why bother? Well, there's two reasons. One, the gear shift itself on a tractor without a shuttle, but yet still is a manual transmission, will typically have 3 gears, 1, 2, 3, and then reverse on the indicator on the gear shift itself. By using a shuttle, you replace that reverse notch and you add a 4th gear, and you can have as many gears going forward as you can have going in reverse. If I am in 2nd gear, high range, going forward, when I slow down, clutch, pull back, and back up, I'm still in 2nd gear, high range, going in reverse. When you're doing loader work or any other type of back and forth work, that's usually the example though, forward, get your scoop, reverse, let the clutch out, and back up. A lot of traffic. This is a mechanical shuttle. It's not to be confused with a power shuttle. A mechanical shuttle like this, or like any other mechanical shuttle on the planet, you have to, when you want to reverse, you have to stop, put the clutch in, pull it in reverse, and declutch and back up. So it is a manual transmission. You're still clutching, you're still stopping, clutching, and changing directions, you know, with your feet, with your hands. It's a lot of stuff's going on. That is a mechanical shuttle. And as I said, the two reasons for it would be to gain 1 more gear on the gear shift and to be going in the same speed, forward or reverse, and to have as many gears going forward or reverse. This is an 8-speed tractor. It has 8 speeds going forward and 8 speeds going reverse. It has 4 gears here and 2 ranges. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 forward, 8 reverse. Many of the shuttles in the other lines, like this line right here, the CK3520 SE, that one happens to be a hydrostat, but if it was a shuttle, it would have 4 gears and 3 ranges, so 12 times 12. Make sense? I hope so. The thing to remember is, unlike a hydrostat, you're not just going to push the pedal and go. And unlike a power shuttle, you do have to stop the tractor, clutch, and declutch to back up. Now, let's look at a power shuttle. All different. All right. All right, here's 2 examples of power shuttle tractors. This is a Coyote RX 7320 power shuttle. It is a 73 horsepower, high-end premium tractor. As usually when you see a power shuttle and something, it is a high-end premium tractor because it's an expensive transmission. It ain't cheap. So they're reserved for usually larger machines with lots of bells and whistles. True in this case. Also true in this case, this is a TYM 5835R. This is a 55 horsepower brute of a tractor, and it also is a power shuttle. And I'm not comparing these two machines. They are different, 73 horsepower, 55 horsepower. But for example, when I talk high-end premium, push-button four-wheel drive, self-leveling loader over here, electronic three-point system that can raise and lower the three-point if you want when you make a turn or when you back up. Or these are high-end tractors. What I think one more thing. On a lot of power shuttles, not all, they'll, on the gear shift itself, because if it is a manual transmission, on the gear shift, you'll find a button for your thumb. It's called a hand clutch or a thumb clutch, and both of these happen to have it. When you're shifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, instead of using your foot, which it does have a clutch down there, and you simply push the trigger, third to fourth, let the trigger out, trigger, fourth to third, let the trigger out, third to second, let the trigger out. It saves, when you're doing a lot of back and forth work, it saves your left leg from having to clutch, and it's pretty cool. Another thing that both of these power shuttles feature, but maybe not every power shuttle in the world, it has a sensitivity control. And we all want to be as sensitive as we can, and both of these are adapted for that. When you engage the transmission shuttle to go forward or go reverse, how aggressive do you want it? Do you want it to leap into action and fast and ferocious? Do you want it to be slow and just gentle, or somewhere in between? And both of these have sensitivity controls for the reaction time of the shuttle. And I'm gonna take this 5835 and give you basic why would you want a power shuttle, what it's all about. So hang on. You know, I'm gonna end up seeing stuff that has nothing to do with power shuttles and mechanical shuttles that I'm gonna wanna point out. So bear with me. First off, here's the sensitivity control, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. This four-wheel drive, right here, switch, both that Coyote and this TYM have electronic switching four-wheel drive. And sometimes people say, I don't need all them bells and whistles. Well, no, it's not just because it's a gimmick. What it does is it allows the tractor to momentarily engage four-wheel drive when you put your brakes on. As you know, tractors under 100 horsepower don't have front brakes. They have rear brakes. And when you start getting into some heavier equipment like this, you're going downhill, you're going uphill, whatever. When you put the brakes on, imagine how cool it is that the tractor will, without even you noticing, will slip it into four-wheel drive. That way, when you apply the brakes, all four wheels they have to all go the same speed. None of them can go any other speed than the rest of them. That's why electronic four-wheel drive is a thing. All right. Power shuttles on all the stuff I sell are typically right here where a car's blinker would be. And let me start this up. All right. Lift the loader a little bit. Now, it is in neutral. I know this because it's telling me it's in neutral. I can move the selector into any range I want. I'm going to leave it in lowest for now because I don't have a whole lot of room here. And I can put it in any gear that I want. So let's just find something. Second gear. The tractor didn't go anywhere, even though, you know, the clutch, nothing works. It's because the shuttle's in neutral. When I want to go, I've got the sensitivity set all the way to slow. Let me give it some RPMs here. All right. So when it's time to go, I simply take this and put it forward. And off I go. Now, since this also has a thumb clutch, that's second gear as we know, thumb clutch, third gear, thumb clutch, fourth gear. All right, so now picture you're doing actual work and you're going a lot faster than this, but as you can see, I only have so much room. When it's time to back up, you could simply pull it in reverse. Oh, look at that. It automatically backs up. And I want to go forward. It slows down and changes directions. Now, if I want to be much more aggressive, I turn this up to fast. I'm in neutral because the shuttle's in neutral, and I'm in 4th gear, low range, and I want to go. So I stick it up there, and whoa, there we go. And if I was in mid-range or high range, you would have noticed a dramatic acceleration. It leaps off of the starting block. Reverse, and just no lag, it just goes into reverse. How do they do all these cool things without having to work that clutch? By using a dual clutch system that electronically separates the clutch and pressure plate instead of using a cable via your foot. My Ranger and whatever truck you're driving, it has paddle shifters on it. That has a 10-speed automatic. Your truck has paddle shifters too if it's, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old or newer. It's the same thing. That's why you can't get manual transmissions in trucks anymore, because why? If you need to manually shift it under an extremely heavy load, you just use your electronic paddle shifters, and it's no different here. The clutch works electronically. It has 2 clutch plates, and it is electronic. I'm still in reverse, and to go forward again. And remember, the reason you felt that jolt was I'm doing it with a very fast sensitivity. That's right in the middle, and that's just more normal, and that's where most people would find it agreeable. This TYM, that Coyote, both feature that. Now, when you stop, either flip that into the neutral position or do it old school. See, I just wanted to show you my new cowboy boots. So you could still use the clutch, manually like that. And I'll tell you, when hang on, I want to say something. I'm going to turn this off. All right. When I'm moving tractors around the lot, or anybody that works here is moving tractors around the lot, I guarantee that we're always shifting and using the clutch with our foot. And that's because we jump on tractor after tractor after tractor, and it's just natural to drive it like a regular mechanical shift manual transmission. When you take ownership of a power shuttle, you won't be using the foot clutch. It's slick as snot on a brass doorknob, and it's all about comfort, ease, and not wearing yourself out. I hope this helps. Mechanical shuttle, power shuttle, or hydrostat. And by the way, there's other names for shuttles. Maybe not a shuttle, but for example, on a power shuttle, John Deere calls it a power reverser. And as far as I know, I drove one the other day that we traded for. It seemed exactly the same to me. Although it didn't have the thumb clutch, but the forward and reverse action was exactly the same, and it had the sensitivity control. So power reverser for John Deere, because they have to be different. Power shuttle for everybody else on the planet. That's what they are. I hope this helps. Keep asking questions. I'll try to answer them all. Thanks.